Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on March 5th, 2023 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Shri Guru Deenadarinam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, today we will continue with the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Before the compilation, we would like to welcome all the devotees from Russia here. Hari Bol. Spasibo. Today's chapter is entitled The Qazi is induced to chant Krishna by Gadadhar Das. Under the section The Pastimes of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Antyakanda 5.395.
গদাধর দাসের গ্রামে দুর্দান্ত ও কীর্তন বিদ্বেষী কাজীর বাস। সেই গ্রামে কাজী আছে পরম দুর্বার, কীর্তনের প্রতি দেশ করয়ে অপার।
In that village, there was a Qazi who was very cruel.
He was very negative against Kirtan.
He was very negative against Kirtan. Against the performance of Harinam Sankirtan. He held limitless hatred.
This is not the Chandhazi, this is another Qazi.
This is not the Chand Qazi, this is another Qazi. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada. In the village of India Daha, there lived a most powerful Qazi who was greatly inimical to religious principles and who strongly opposed the congregation glorification of Lord Sri Hari.
So, the way the Islamic government was,
The way the Islamic government was,
they appointed some Qazi who was the chief administrator of a particular area.
they appointed the Qazi who was the chief administrator in a particular area.
Navadip had the Chan Qazi,
So in Navadip had a Chand Qazi
and there was another Qazi in this village.
and there was another Qazi in this village.
And that Qazi was against Harinam Sankirtan.
And that Qazi was against Harinam Sankirtan. Yeah, they are all very angry with Maharaj. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Antyakanda 5.369.
প্রেমানন্দে মত্ত গদাধরের নির্ভয়ে নিশাভাগে কাজীর গৃহে গমন। পরানন্দে মত্ত গদাধর মহাশয় নিশাভাগে গেলা সেই কাজীর আলয়।
Gadadhar Mahasaya being man transcendental bliss.
Gadadhar Mahasai, being mad in transcendental bliss,
At the end of the night, he went to see the Kazi at his house.
at the end of the night, he went to see the Qazi at his house. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.397.
Gadadhar Das, he was spontaneously Krishna conscious.
So Gadadhar Das, he was spontaneously Krishna conscious.
And he was always absorbed in an ecstatic mode.
And he was always absorbed in an ecstatic mood.
All his ecstasies, he had planted this innumerable logic.
So in one of his ecstasies, he approached the inimical Qazi. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.397.
যে কাজীর ভয়ে লোক পলায়ন্তরে নির্ভয়ে চলিলা নিশা ভাগে তার ঘরে
About fear of that causing, people ran away.
Out of fear of that Qazi, people ran far away.
Fearlessly, Gadadhar Das went at the end of the night
But fearlessly, Gadadhar Das went at the end of night
to the Qazi's house.
to the Qazi's house. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.398.
নিরবধি হরিধ্বনি করিতে করিতে প্রবিষ্ট হইলা গিয়া কাজীর বাড়িতে
Constantly chanting the
name of Hari.
Harilo!
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 Again and again,
Again and again,
he entered the Qazi's house.
he entered the Qazi's house. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat.
They say normally people were very afraid of the Qazi,
So normally people were very afraid of the Qazi.
but then Gadadhar Das, he was so Krishna conscious, he was depending on Krishna.
But this Gadadhar Das, he was so Krishna conscious that he was depending on Krishna,
And he was completely fearless.
that he was completely fearless.
He went chanting the holy name right into the house
He
of the
went,
Qazi.
he went chanting the holy name right into the house of the Qazi.
Hari Hari!
Hari Hari! Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.399.
সগণ কাজীকে দেখিয়া গদাধরের অবিলম্বে কৃষ্ণ নাম উচ্চারণের জন্য আদেশ দেখে মাত্র বসিয়া কাজীর সর্বগণে বলিবারে কারো কিছু না আইসে বদনে
Whether I sing Gadadhar Das,
Merely by seeing Gadadhar Das,
all of the Qazi's people
all of Qazi's people
made to sit down.
made him to sit down. All of the Qazi's people made him to sit down.
Although they wanted to speak,
Although they wanted to speak,
still, from everyone, even some words, did not.
still from anyone, even some words did not,
They did not make even some words.
he did not make even some words. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.400.
গদাধর বলে, আরে কাজী বেটা কোথা, ছাক কৃষ্ণ বল নহে, ছিন্ড তোর মাথা।
Radha said,
Gadadhar Das said,
Hare,
আরে আরে
hey, where's that fellow, Akazi?
Are, hey, where is that fellow Kazi?
Hey, quickly chant Hare Krishna.
Hey, quickly chant Hare Krishna,
Or I will cut off your head.
or I will cut off your head. Mega. The word purport by His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Chant Prabhupada. The word jat means quickly, without delay, or soon. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.401.
ক্ষুব্ধ কাজীর গদাধরের ভাবগতি দর্শনে বিস্ময় এবং গদাধরের আগমনের কারণ জিজ্ঞাসা। অগ্নি হেন ক্রোধে কাজী হইলা বাহির, গদাধর দাস দেখি মাত্র হইলা স্থির।
The Kazi was angry like fire.
The Qazi was angry like fire.
He came outside,
He came outside,
but just as soon as he saw Radha Das,
but just as soon as he saw Gadadhar Das,
he became pacified.
he became pacified. Hari Bol.
That was the power of Radha Das.
Such was the power of Gadadhar Das. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Hari Bol! Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Gadadhar. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.403. Thanks.
কাজী বলে, গদাধর তুমি কেনে এথা? গদাধর বলেন, আছয়ে কিছু কথা।
Kazi said,
The Qazi said,
Gadadhar, why are you here?
Gadadhar, why are you here?
Gadadhar replied,
Gadadhar replied,
I have something to say.
I have something to say. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.403.
গদাধরের উক্তি শ্রী চৈতন্য নিত্যানন্দ অবতারে একমাত্র কাজী হরিনামে বঞ্চিত। কাজীর মুখে হরিনাম কীর্তন করাইবার জন্য গদাধরের কাজীর গৃহে আগমন। শ্রী চৈতন্য নিত্যানন্দ প্রভু অবতরী, জগতের মুখে বলাইলা হরি
Hare, Hare.
Hari Hari.
Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda
Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda
have descended on the spiritual world.
have descended from the spiritual world.
Every mouth in the whole universe
Every mouth in the whole universe
speak the words Hare Hare.
speak the words Hari Hari.
Speak the words.
Speak
The words.
speak
The words.
Hari Hari.
Hare Hare.
Yeah, speak the words Hari.
Hare Hare.
Hari Hari. Say.
Okay, sorry.
Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.404.
Is there?
সবে তুমি মাত্র নাহি বল হরিনাম, তাহা বলাইতে আইলাম তোমার স্থান।
Only you alone do not say the Hare Nam.
Only you alone do not say the Hari Nam.
That's what to make you say Hare Nam.
Therefore, to make you say Hari Nam,
I have come here
I have come here
to your place.
to your place.
Haribo.
Hari Bol. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.405.
পরম মঙ্গল হরিনাম বল তুমি, তোমার সকল পাপ উদ্ধারিব আমি।
You'll chant the most auspicious holy name.
You chant the most auspicious holy name,
And I will deliver you from all your sins.
and I will deliver you from all your sins. Hari Hari! Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antyakanda 5.406.
হিংসক চরিত্র কাজীর বিস্ময় যদ্যপিও কাজী মহা হিংসক চরিত্র তথাপি না বলে কিছু হইলা স্তম্ভিত
Although the Qazi was most violent and envious by nature,
Although the Qazi was most violent and envious by nature,
still he didn't say anything.
still he didn't say anything.
He was stunned.
He was stunned.
All the Gadadhar Das fearlessly went up to the Qazi,
How the Gadadhar Das fearfully went up to the Qazi,
told him to chant Hare Krishna.
told him to chant Hare Krishna.
How the whole universe was chanting except him.
How the whole universe was chanting except him.
And envious Qazi, he was sleepless, he couldn't say anything.
The envious Qazi was speechless, he couldn't say anything. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antyakanda 5.407.
পরদিবস কাজীর হরি বলিবার প্রতিশ্রুতি হাসি বলে কাজী শুন দাস গদাধর কালী বলিবাং হরি আজি যাহ ঘর
The Qazi then smiled and said,
The Qazi then smiled and said,
listen, Das Gadadhar,
Listen, Das Gadadhar,
now I will say Hari,
tomorrow I will say Hari,
then you go home.
today you go home. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. Although the Qazi was most envious and opposed to religious principles, he smiled on seeing Gadadhar's simplicity. While smiling, he said, by your request, I will chant the name of
Hari!
Hari tomorrow. For now, you go home. As a result, Gadadhar became especially happy to hear the name of Hari issue from the mouth of the Qazi.
Somehow, the Qazi had started chanting the name of Hari.
Somehow, the Qazi started chanting the names of Hari.
Many people, they report, what are these Hare Krishna doing?
So many people they report, what are these Hare Krishnas doing?
By chanting the name Hare Krishna,
By chanting the name Hare Krishna,
they also get a blessing.
they also get blessings. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.408.
কাজীর মুখে হরিনাম শুনিয়া গদাধরের মনোভীষ্ট পরিপূরণ ও আনন্দে নিত্য হরিনাম মাত্র শুনিলেন তার মুখে গদাধর দাস পূর্ণ হইলা প্রেম সুখে
As soon as the Lord Das heard the Harinam from the mouth of the Qazi,
As soon as Gadadhar Das heard the Harinam from the mouth of the Qazi,
he became filled with transcendental ecstasy,
he became filled with transcendental ecstasy,
the love of Krishna.
in love of Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.409.
গদাধর দাস বলে আর কালী কেনে এই তো বলিলা হরি আপন বদনে
The Lord God then said,
Gadadhar Das then said,
why tomorrow?
why tomorrow?
You uttered Hari from your own mouth.
You just now uttered Hari from your own mouth.
Hari Hari.
Hari Hari. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.410.
আর তোর অমঙ্গল নাহি কোনক্ষণ যখন করিলা হরি নামের গ্রহণ।
Since your inauspicious is not there anymore.
Since your inauspiciousness is not there anymore,
When you have chanted
when you have chanted
Harinam,
Harinam,
you accepted to chant Harinam.
and since you have accepted to chant Harinam, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.411.
এত বলি পরম উন্মাদে গদাধর হাতে তালে দিয়া নিত্য করে বহুতর।
And the theme is our the great transcendental ecstasy
After speaking these words in great transcendental ecstasy,
of our Das clapped his hands and danced.
Gadadhar Das clapped his hands and danced. Intensively. That's what is Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.412.
গ্রন্থকার কর্তৃক গদাধর দাসের মহিমা কথন। কতক্ষণ আইলেন আপন মন্দিরে নিত্যানন্দ অধিষ্ঠান যাহার শরীরে।
After some time, the Lord Das returned to his own house, own temple.
After some time, Gadadhar Das returned to his own temple.
Lord Nityananda always resided in his body.
Lord Nityananda always resided in his body. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.430.
হেনমত গদাধর দাসের মহিমা চৈতন্য পার্শ্বদ মধ্যে যাহার গণনা।
Such are the glories of Gadadhar Das, who is counted among the associates of Lord Chaitanya.
Now these qualities are visible among the associates of Lord Chaitanya.
So these qualities are visible among the associates of Lord Chaitanya.
Thus, they fearlessly spread the Harinam Sankirtan.
Thus, they fearlessly spread the Harinam Sankirtan. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.414.
যে কাজীর বাতাস না লয় সাধুজনে পাইলেই মাত্র জাতি লয় সেই ক্ষণে।
If the leaves that blew
Even the breeze that blew
over the Kazi
over the Kazi
was not taken by the, not accepted by the saintly persons.
is not accepted by the saintly person.
Because simply by getting that breeze,
Because simply by getting that breeze,
they lose their caste.
they lose their caste
Immediately.
immediately. But Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.415.
হেন কাজী দুর্বার দেখিলে জাতি লয় হেন জানে কৃপা দৃষ্টি কইলা মহাশয়
such India's Qazi
Such an envious Qazi
who would simply not seeing someone take away their caste,
who would simply by seeing someone take away the caste, takes
by
away
taking away
the
their Hindu dharma.
takes away their Hindu dharma.
Such a person
Such a person
was shown a merciful glance
was shown merciful glance
by Gadadhar Das Mahasaya.
by Gadadhar Das Mahashaya. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.416.
হেন জন পাশরিল সব হিংসা ধর্ম ইহারে সে বলি কৃষ্ণ আবেশের কর্ম
And such a cruel person
And such a cruel person
gives up
gives
all violent behavior
all violent behavior
by chanting the holy name of Krishna,
by chanting the holy names of Krishna,
by his presence,
by his presence,
one is purified.
one is purified. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada, the Qazi of India Daha was most sinful. Whenever he got the opportunity, he would take away the caste of those who did not respect him. Gadadhar thus destroyed the envious nature of such classes of people. Therefore, he displayed the potency of Krishna consciousness.
Gadadhar Das was truly a Vaikuntha man.
So Gadadhar Das was truly a Vaikuntha man.
He'd go anywhere and he gave mercy to anyone.
He could go anywhere and he can give mercy to anyone.
And thus, he had the potency of Lord Chaitanya
And thus he had the potency of Lord Chaitanya
and Lord Nityananda.
and Lord Nityananda.
So he was spreading Krishna consciousness fearlessly.
So he was spreading Krishna consciousness fearlessly. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.417.
নিত্যানন্দ পার্শ্বদগণের নিত্যানন্দ কৃপায় অকৃত্রিম কৃষ্ণ ভাবের পরিচয় সত্য কৃষ্ণ ভাব হয় যাহার শরীরে অগ্নি সর্প ব্যাঘ্রতারে লঙ্ঘিতে না পারে
One who truly has
One who truly has
a Krishna consciousness in his body.
Krishna consciousness in his body,
Fire,
fire,
snakes,
snakes,
even tigers
even tigers
cannot harm such a person.
cannot harm such a person. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.418 to 419.
ব্রহ্মাদির অভিষ্ট যে সব কৃষ্ণ ভাব গোপীগণে ব্যক্ত যে সকল অনুরাগ ইঙ্গিতে সেসব ভাব নিত্যানন্দ রায় দিলেন সকল প্রিয় গণেরে কৃপায়
The pure love of Krishna,
The pure love of Krishna,
the Brahmas and others desire.
which Brahma and others desire,
The pure love which is always manifested
the pure love which the gopis manifested
for Krishna
for Krishna
by his merciful glance. He bestowed on his associates
by his merciful glance he bestowed on his associates,
Lord Nityananda Rai.
Lord Nityananda Rai.
by his mercy, he gave us attachment to Krishna,
So by his mercy, he gave attachment to Krishna,
to all his associates.
to all his associates. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. Demigods headed by Lord Brahma cannot understand the gopis' cultivation of Krishna consciousness. But Sri Nityananda Prabhu mercifully and freely gave his own servants the gopis' attachment to Krishna, which is rare for even personalities like Brahma.
So, who would like attachment for Krishna like the gopis had?
Who would like to have attachment for Krishna like the gopis had? Hari Hari Bol!
Lord Nityananda would give that to his associates
So Lord Nityananda would give that to his associates
simply by his merciful glance.
simply by his merciful glance.
Haribo!
Hari Hari Bol!
Haribo!
Jai Nitai! Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.420.
ভজ ভাই হেন নিত্যানন্দের চরণ যাহার প্রসাদে পাই চৈতন্য শরণ
Oh, brothers,
Oh brothers,
just worship the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda.
just worship the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda,
By his mercy,
by whose mercy
one can attain the eternal shelter of Lord Chaitanya.
one can attain eternal shelter of Lord Chaitanya.
So that thing which is very difficult to achieve ordinarily,
So that thing which is difficult to achieve ordinarily,
like Brahma, Shiva, are great devatas,
even by Brahma, Shiva or great devatas,
that through love of the Vrindavan Vasis
that pure love of Vrindavan Vasis
are given by Lord Nityananda,
was given out by Lord Nityananda
simply by his merciful glance.
simply by his merciful glance.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna! Thus ends the chapter entitled Kazi is induced to chant Krishna by Gadadhar Das under the section The Pastimes of Sri Nityananda Prabhu.
So, I pray every day that all my disciples initiated, sheltered, assigned Krishna,
So I pray every day that my disciples, initiated, aspiring, sheltered, Siksha,
and my grand disciples,
and my grand disciples,
my Bhakti, my other Chaitanya Chandra Chandas,
initiated by Chaitanya Chandra Charan Das,
that they may also be very strong in their Krishna consciousness,
that they may be also be very strong in their Krishna consciousness,
and also very enthusiastic for preaching.
and also be very enthusiastic for preaching.
Not only enthusiastic,
Not only enthusiastic,
but successful.
but also successful.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.